In a previous video, I spoke about differential equations and different kinds of equations in general, but I didn't give any visual aids for this. So now I want to give some visual aids, but first I want you to think for yourself what kind of visual aids would be helpful here and how would you write it down. So I would like to write it down in equation form. So we initially spoke about some very simple equations, like what number when I add 2 to it I get a 4, or what number when I subtract 2 from it I get a 1. And we call these sort of addition equations or subtraction equations, and we can think about a multiplication equation, like what number when I multiply it by 7 I get a 14, etc. Or what number when I take the square root of it I get a 3. You can think of it as a root equation. But our equations are differential equations, so they use the operation of a differentiation. And the way we write it down mathematically is like this: d to dx. This is a so-called complete derivative, which means that whatever we're writing here, we assume, on this side, we assume that it only depends on x, and not on t or y or any other variable. So for example, we can write which function when we write here, this is some general function, f of x, which function when I perform a derivative upon it, I get the exact same function again. And the answer to this question is, what do you think? E to the x, e to the power of x. So these are differential equations and how you write them down and how you solve them.